For decades, Israel has been defending itself from constant attacks. But why won't this war end? Is it really about land or is there a bigger reason behind it? Hey everyone, I am Vyom and you're watching Diplomatic Lens. Today I'll break down this war in the simplest way possible. So let's begin. So the first reason is that Israel was attacked from the beginning. In 1947, the United Nations gave Jews their homeland Israel after the Holocaust. But the Arab world unfortunately rejected it and attacked Israel in 1948, 1967 and 1973. However, each time Israel not only survived but won, proving that it doesn't just defend itself. It levels up like a video game character after every war, as you can see in the map. It successfully defends itself after each and every attack on it. So the second reason is that Palestinian leadership chooses war and not peace. In 1964, the PLO, Palestine Liberation Organization, was formed. But instead of building Palestine, they launched terror attacks on Israel. In 2006, Hamas took over Gaza, as you can see, and started firing thousands of rockets at innocent Israeli civilians. Instead of improving Palestinian lives, Hamas has spent millions on weapons and terror tunnels, because apparently tunnels are a better investment than schools and hospitals according to Palestinians. The third reason itself is Hezbollah, Iran's proxy war against Israel. Hezbollah is a terrorist group funded and armed by Iran operating from Lebanon. It has over 150,000 rockets aimed at Israel that are ready to attack any moment. Hezbollah claims to be fighting for Islam, but we already know that Hezbollah is as much as the party of God as Pakistan is a democratic government. Basically, Iran gives Hezbollah money, weapons and instructions, and Hezbollah follows them like a college student surviving on parents' pocket money. Here are the Hezbollah fighters with Iranian weapons. The fourth reason is that Israel faces terror and not just war. Groups like Hamas and Hezbollah don't just fight Israel, they in fact want to destroy it completely. Hamas' charter openly says that Israel must be wiped out, and in fact Iran's new president has said that. Israel is just forced to defend itself against the terror attacks like bus bombings, knife attacks and rocket strikes. Basically, if Israel stops fighting, it gets completely destroyed. But if Hamas stops fighting, then there is the actual peace. Here is a list of all Hamas attacks on Israeli civilians. So the fifth point is that the world holds Israel to a double standard. You see, Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East, but the UN constantly attacks it with biased resolutions. When Hamas fires rockets, the world stays silent. But when Israel defends itself, it gets blamed faster than a younger sibling in a family argument. This is a graph of the UN resolutions against Israel versus the real dictatorships like Iran and China. And here the last point comes that peace talks keeps failing because of Hamas only. You see, Israel has tried peace multiple times, from the Oslo Accords 1993 to offering Palestine full independence in 2000, as you can see. But the truth is that every time Palestinian leaders rejected peace and chose war. Hamas doesn't want peace, they just want Israel gone. At this point, expecting Hamas to accept peace is like expecting North Korea to host free elections. Though it was a very retro reference, but you got me right, it's just not gonna happen. This is a timeline of peace offered by Israel that were ultimately rejected. So I'd like to conclude by saying that this war isn't about land. It's about Israel's right to exist. As long as groups like Hamas and Hezbollah seek to destroy Israel, peace is going to be impossible. What do you think? Should Israel keep defending itself or peace is still possible? Comment your thoughts below. And for